Professor Dečko Pavlov is widely recognized as one of the most prominent scientists and the greatest expert in lead-acid battery research and development on a worldwide basis. He devoted more than 50 years to extensive research of this battery technology, leaving a legacy of priceless fundamental knowledge for future generations. Dečko Pavlov was born on September 9, 1930, in the Balkan mountain village called Shipka, in the district of Kazanluk. His parents, Pavel Dečkov and Ekaterina Pinteva, were patriotic teachers at the local school. His mum's mother, Maria, also took an active part in raising and breeding the bright little boy. The three of them inspired in him love for people, hard work, knowledge, music, aesthetics, and so on. His interest in chemical processes was sparked by Mr. Tenev, his chemistry teacher at the Kazanluk Male Secondary School, where as a student Dečko was selected to be the school's standard bearer. In 1953, Dečko Pavlov graduated from the Higher Institute of Chemical Technology and Metallurgy in Sofia with a degree in chemical engineering. He then started work as assistant professor in the Department of Physical Chemistry at the same institute, headed by Professor Stefan Christov. It was there that he met his beloved wife and colleague assistant Svetla Raicheva, later to become professor and rector at the institute. For more than 50 years thereafter, the happy couple shared a life devoted to each other and to science. In 1961, Professor Rostislav Kaishev, director of the newly founded Institute of Physical Chemistry at the Bulgarian Academy of Sciences, invited Dečko Pavlov to join the institute's research team. He obtained a one-year posting at the Institut de Radium, Pierre and Marie Curie Laboratory in Paris, France. The laboratory director, Professor Heisinski, encouraged him to focus his research talent on studying the still unexplored, unknown processes. In 1965, Professor Kaishev commissioned Dečko Pavlov with the task to begin research in the field of lead-acid batteries. In 1967, together with Professor Evgeny Budevsky, Dečko Pavlov played a key role in founding the Central Laboratory of Electrochemical Power Sources, CLEPS, at the Bulgarian Academy of Sciences. A born leader, Dečko set up and developed the lead-acid battery department of CLEPS to a world-recognized school of lead-acid batteries. He was always thoughtful and protective of older members of his team and treated them like family. Thus, for many decades thereafter, the atmosphere on the fourth floor of CLEPS was pervaded by creative energy and enthusiasm. At the beginning, the research efforts of Pavlov's team were focused on fundamental studies aimed to disclose the mechanisms of the electrochemical processes taking place during the lead-acid battery manufacture and operation. Parallel to these studies, Pavlov and collaborators also began research and development work with a view to improving the existing technologies for the production of starter and traction batteries in Bulgaria, as well as extending their service life. The team developed and supervised the practical implementation of the novel plastic container battery technology to substitute the heavy hard rubber jars and lids. For a period of 2 decades, Pavlov's team, in collaboration with the engineering staff of Bulgaria's battery plants, successfully completed a number of practical implementation projects. One shining example is the innovative technique of improving the power of starter batteries at low temperatures by adding polymer additives. As a result of this scientific breakthrough, Bulgaria overcame heavy competition and became the main supplier of batteries for the Lada automobiles produced by the VAZ company in the city of Tolyatti in the former USSR. Another example is the innovative technology for paste wet filling of tubular battery plates. It was first put to practice by the Bulgarian battery plants and later by other companies around the world. In their research and development work, Pavlov and his collaborators have always asked themselves the question, why? When unable to find the answers in the available scientific literature, they continued to search diligently through an extensive range of laboratory tests and investigations. The results of their hard work throughout the years are summarized in over 250 scientific publications and 40 patents on various topics, including semiconductor properties and morphology of lead oxides, properties of lead sulfate and basic lead sulfates, structure, characteristics and functions of the positive and negative active masses, electrochemistry of lead alloys with antimony, calcium and tin, processes during lead-acid battery manufacture and operation, innovative negative plate technologies, invention of a new type of modified AGM separators, thermal phenomena in valve-regulated lead-acid batteries, mechanisms of premature capacity loss, and effect of carbon additives on negative plate performance. Pavlov's in-depth theoretical knowledge of lead-acid batteries and the technology of their manufacture drew the Iron Curtain wide open for him long before the democratic changes in Bulgaria and Eastern Europe. The first major awards presented to Pavlov by the international scientific community were emblematic. In 1980, he received the award of the Australian Federal Ministry of Education, followed in 1984 by the Research Award of the Electrochemical Society. In 1986, Dečko Pavlov was honoured with the highest Bulgarian national distinction, the Dimitrov Award. After the democratic changes, Professor Pavlov and his team entered the international scientific market. In 1991, he signed an R&D agreement with Varta's Research Center in Germany for solving a particular technological problem. The photo features Professor Pavlov and Professor Budevsky with Dr. Ernst Voss, head of the research center. Throughout the years thereafter until his death, Professor Pavlov managed more than 55 research projects with international organizations and leading battery companies worldwide. The renowned scientist was a highly respected lecturer. He presented lecture courses to scientists and university students, engineers, technologists, and managers of battery companies in over 25 countries all over the world. He was often called upon to review scientific papers. He served as member of the editorial boards of a number of international scientific journals. He initiated and chaired the most successful series of Labat international conferences on lead-acid batteries, organized every 3 years since 1989. This prestigious scientific forum attracts hundreds of prominent battery researchers and experts from all around the world. On Professor Pavlov's initiative, at each Labat meeting, the Gaston Plante Medal, issued by the Bulgarian Academy of Sciences, is awarded for outstanding contributions to the development of lead-acid batteries. The tireless and effervescent scientist has summarized his gained knowledge and expertise in his book, Lead-Acid Batteries: Science and Technology. The book was published in English by the prestigious publishing company Elsevier and has been recognized as the Bible on lead-acid batteries. In 2015, the book was also published in the Chinese language. The second revised and updated edition of the book was issued in 2017. In 1997, Professor Detchko Pavlov was elected as full member academician of the Bulgarian Academy of Sciences. Until the end of his life, 25th of August 2017, he continued to receive prestigious international and national awards. His disciples, colleagues, and friends throughout the world will keep in their hearts the memory of Detchko Pavlov as a brilliant scientist, a wise and honourable man who could light up everyone around him with his warm smile, high spirits and faith in goodness. And he will come back to life again and again every time we revert to some of his scientific works.
Моето послание е, младите хора трябва да се учат да оставят нещо, което да е общо човешко валидно. А за тази цел той трябва всичко възможно да прави, така че да бъде творческа личност, да бъде труда му полезен за България, за нацията. Това е което трябва.